Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
You have a St. Francis team that has had guys that have been sick, kind of haven't played as many games earlier in the year, but now the Knights seem to be catching their stride as much as anybody in the area. So where does St. Francis lie for you?
I think they're just as good as any other teams we talked about, because initially my concern with St. Francis, they didn't have a point guard, a true point guard. They got good guards, obviously, when you talk about Polanitz, you know, and the other kid, Hornby.
He's back.
Very, very good guards. I mean, Polanitz, Division I recruit. But, you know, to me, when I watched them, they struggle getting into their sets. Now they figured it out. Credit to Coach Kaczmarek. You know, they have size. Trayshawn Chenault, you know, he's doing an outstanding job. They're the biggest team in our area. You know, they play that zone. They're figuring it out. So they have an opportunity, but my concern with them is giving up the leads. You know, when you go up 17, hey, we're watching Indiana right now. They go up 14, they end up going up 35. That's the type of team that you have to be going forward, because they're going to have a tough way to go once the sectionals and districts start. You know, they're Division II, I believe, right? So they get an opportunity. They're going to see some guys, so they have to get that figured out.
Well, Central and St. John's are going to see each other in the tournament.
That's going to be tough.
Now, St. Francis, Central's Division III.
Yeah.
So in the tournament, so you know, so what are we saying after we go through all? What are we saying? We're saying that Central Catholic, St. John's, St. Francis, three of our teams here in the city of Toledo in the Catholic League, who the last couple of years have been at the bottom of the Catholic League, all three of them are in the top four right now with a chance to win it. And don't forget about DCC, though, because DCC knocked off Central earlier in the year, and Brother Rice is as good as anybody, too. Central knocked them off. We'll see how St. John's and St. Francis handle them when they play. It's an eyelash difference between these teams.
Yeah,
it's matter who's hot that night. It's who's hot at the time, you know, maybe in a 2-week sequence that, you know, that we keep doing this with these teams. And it's not that we're non-committal, it's just the facts.